Whose cars?
I assume maybe people working, but
Yes. Okay, sure.
we're awesome. And then there's more great.
We're good, Sam. You want to go ahead and get this done? You'll need to come with me.
Where are the cones?
They're right over here on
Okay.
the sidewalk. We've got like a little over 32 of them.
Okay. Hey, AJ.
Yeah.
You know whose cars these are?
No. They may be. I'm not sure. I don't know. Hopefully they're just the workers, but maybe not. They were in the back. We just got here. We just started to take. Yeah. Let us know whatever you need.
Hey, Katie.
Yeah.
Why don't we start sending out the cones if we can, and then
Okay, so
we'll,
if we push this back, we got this one. Yeah, it's just getting it out. This is all we're gonna do is put it. Unless.
I got the screw off. Yeah, but that doesn't matter. I can put it back.
We better not.
Then I'll look at you and we'll give me a boom.
Okay, so we may have to take this straight up.
Damon, Whiteheart may not be marked. Okay, so let's get the ones that are marked. I guess. Is Nicer in the first row? Nope. Okay. So she's there. Somebody's got to be over
We'll
here.
go up another flight.
Yep. Just gonna put it right behind you. If you have to set it, set it.
Here's
I got it.
Casey.
Ready?
Just keep going this way.
Ah.
There's another one. This I bet is Bart's. No, this is Crew.
Birds is in second row.
Okay, so we haven't gotten there yet. Okay, here's project graduation. So is this Layer? Ellis?
I'm gonna push that forward a little bit.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
you got a second, or one of you guys come over here for a second and see if this podium is lined up in the center.
Okay,
Please?
I'm coming.
We need to come forward, but if they need to go that way, this way, you let us know. What do you
It needs
think?
to go to Sam's side about an inch.
Okay. Now we come forward a little bit so you can see the emblem a little bit more. Sam. How's that look?
Okay, if you both can take a step back. Yeah,
Good?
yeah.
Okay. I think we'll let Ron adjust that. Whoever's talking. I think we're good, Sam. Yeah. No, I told her that that'd be one of their first thing to do.
Let's go get the 2 tables.
And the are they bringing in snacks?
I'm assuming so.
What's that?
There's a big toe. Big. And then turn. Yep. And then turn right there. Keep going past those like close. Yep. Yep. And then there's parking spaces back there. Thank you. I Okay, are you marking these off
Yep.
as we? Okay, well, let's skip Bart for a second. This is Marizita,
Okay.
so we're missing Bart's and Lapierre right now, so
Okay.
layer.
Layer. Prior to graduation, right? Is that what that is?
Bart should be, that should be Bart's, not Marizita. If this is through.
Yeah, they do. Oh, 500.
So layer should be in front of her. So layer's gotta be somewhere in here.
Yeah. And off to the side, yeah. That's layer. Yep.
Lapierre ought to get here.
I see that. Yeah, because all the band tables.
Okay, so this is saying runner. I'm putting her behind layer.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. Now you're
So then we got paper next to page number.
start from the front and back.
Threadbare alibi, a lifetime full of promise, fell from my Mary's eyes as she saw the screen door swing. The baby never woke, he lay cradled in her trembling. He lay safe and never knowing what my man would bring. I draw my pay down low, I send it off to Mary. I might hold back $1 and wash this pain out of my back. But the pain keeps it getting clearer, Mary, your face just keeps on fading. Now the light shines through this bottle, memories all fade.
Check, 1, 2. 1, 2, check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2. Hello, test, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2. Hello, test, 1, 2. Checking, 1, 2, 3. Hello, test, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2. Hello, testing, 1, 2, 3. Test, 1, 2. There. 1, 2, 3. I don't know how close you want this. Okay, testing, 1, 2, 3, 4. Test. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know if you're done. So I'm going to assume you're done because I'm going to go downstairs. Oh, maybe you're not done. Okay, I'll stay here. Test 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Hey, Dale. I parked over there. Seems like a good spot. Somebody else was already there. Okay, test 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Hey, country music.
That's his
Dan, can you see me here?
Test 1, 2. Okay, if I go down, can you see me? Is that better? Or this? So go down. Perfect.
Yeah, this isn't real sturdy, is it?
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah. Life is old there, older than.
South 150.
Dory, so what do you got, side fender?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you really can't be out taking pictures of me out of your cars at this time. You really, sorry to do that to you, but you really need to be in there.
I wore black so you can't see me sweat. That's not fair.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know you want to get out and have a conversation with your friends at this point, but you really do need to stay in your cars and not social distance. Sorry, and social distance, that was a slip. So please stay close to your own cars.
buddy.
How you doing, buddy?
Ladies, need anything else?
heaven. West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear her voice in the morning hours. She calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Country roads.
I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaking, but I gotta keep trying. Gotta keep my head held high. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. It ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. The struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. Yeah, just gotta keep going, and I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on, 'cause there's always gonna be another mountain.
kind of boys that you want on your home team fast. Yeah, you think you're gonna catch your big dreams just like that fast. And here you are, looking back. 60 seconds now feels more like 30. Tick-tock won't stop and round it goes. Sand through the glass sure falls in a hurry, and all you keep trying to do is slow it down. Soak it in, keep trying to make the good times last as long as you can, but you can't. Man, it just goes too fast. Fast, that's what your parents said when we were falling in love. It's too fast. There ain't no way the two of us were ever gonna last, but we did, and here we are, and our only problem is 60 seconds now feels more like 30. Tick-tock won't stop and round it goes. Sand through the glass sure falls in a hurry, and all you keep trying to do is slow it down. Soak it in, keep trying to make the good times last as long as you can, but you can't. Man, it just goes too fast. Looking out the window right now. Those eyes, that dress, that smile, that laugh. If I could hit pause, I would somehow, but it don't work like that. 60 seconds now feels more like 30. Tick-tock won't stop and round it goes. Sand through the glass sure falls in a hurry, and all you keep trying to do is slow it down. Soak it in, keep trying to make the good times last as long as you can, but you can't. Yeah, man, it goes too fast. It just goes too fast. Way too fast.
Let me take you to my hometown, show you who I was. Everything it don't have, everything it does. Let me show you where I'm from, 'cause it made me who I become.
Let me take you to my first house. It was red then, but it's painted white. First downs with best friends every Friday night. Who said I smoked on? She said I wrecked on. Methodist church bells and Mexican restaurants. We'll pump gas before we pay for it. And some back road, we ain't got no name for it. Headlights shine until forever. Promise you gon' know me better.
Let me take you to my hometown, show you who I was. Everything you don't have, everything it does. Let me show you where I'm from, 'cause it made me who I become. Let me take you to my hometown, show you who I was. Everything you don't have, everything it does. Let me show you where I'm from, 'cause it made me who I become. Let me take you to my take you to my hometown, show you who I was. Everything you don't have, everything it does. Let me show you where I'm from. 'Cause it made me who I become. Let me take you to my
Everything you don't have, everything it does. Let me show you where I'm from. 'Cause it made me who I become.
Let me take you to my hometown, show you who I was. Everything you don't have, everything it does. Let me show you where I'm from.
Looking back now, well, it makes me laugh. We were growing our hair, we were cutting class. Knew it all already, there was nothing to learn. We were striking matches just to watch them burn. Listen to our music just a little too loud. We were hanging in there with the outcast crowd. Head to the rapids with some discount beer. It was a long train trestle, but we had no fear. And man, I don't know where the time goes, but it sure goes fast. Just like that, we were wannabe rebels that didn't have a clue. And our rock and roll t-shirts and our typically bad attitude. Had no excuses for the things that we've done. We were brave, we were crazy, we were mostly young. Young. Talked a good game when we were out with the guys, but in the back seat we were awkward and shy. Girls were a mystery that we couldn't explain, and I guess there are some things that are never gonna change. And man, I don't know where the time goes, but it sure goes fast. Just like that, we were wannabe rebels that didn't have a clue. And our rock and roll t-shirts and our typically bad attitude. Had no excuses for the things that we've done. We were brave, we were crazy, we were mostly young. 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 Yeah, wishing we were older. Young. Hey, I wish it wasn't over. Rock and roll t-shirts and our typically bad attitudes. Had no excuses for the things that we'd done. We were brave, we were crazy, we were mostly young. Young. Hey, and wishing we were older, and I wish it wasn't over.
just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. A singer in a smoky room, the smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard, their shadows searching in the night. Streetlights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. Working hard to get my fill. Everybody wants a thrill, paying anything to roll the dice just one more time. Some will win, some will lose, some of all just sing the blues. Oh, the movie never ends, it goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard, their shadows searching in the night. Streetlights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Streetlight people. Don't stop believing. Hold on. Streetlight people. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
In a time full of war, be peace. In a time full of doubt, just believe. Yeah, there ain't that much difference between you and me. In a time full of war, be peace. In a world full of hate, be a light. When you do somebody wrong, make it right. Don't hide in the dark, you were born to shine. In a world full of hate, be a light.
In a place that needs change, make a difference. In a time full of noise, just listen.
'Cause life is but a breeze, better live it. In a place that needs to change, make a difference.
In a world full of hate, be a light. When you do somebody wrong, make it right. Oh, don't hide in the dark, you were born to shine. In a world full of hate, be a light.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
In a race that you can't win, slow it down.
Yeah, you only get one go round.
'Cause the finish line is 6 feet in the ground. In a race you can't win, just slow it down.
In a world full of hate, be a light. When you do somebody wrong, make it right. Make it right. Don't hide in the dark, you were born to shine. In a world full of hate, be a light. Yeah, it's hard to live in color when you just see black and white. In a world full of hate, be a light.
no pain. My leg's just 2 steps ahead of my brain. This cat is on a hot tin roof. This cat, we're gonna shake it loose. This cat, don't get the blues. This cat shaking on a hot tin roof. Well, this cat has been out on the town. I'm the cat's meow. I'm the king with the crown. My head is spinning. I got the shakes. I can't stop now 'cause I got no brakes. This cat is on a hot tin roof. This cat gonna shake it loose. So this cat, I don't get the blues. This cat shaking on a hot tin roof. Well, there ain't no point in holding me down. I'm kicking, I'm scratching, I'll howl. Hey, hound dog, get out of my way. This cat is on the prowl. Oh, this cat is on a hot tin roof, jumping up and down like a long-necked goose. Shimmy and shake, baby, you can't fail. Rocking so hard that it's off of the scale. This cat is on a hot tin roof. This cat is gonna shake you loose. This cat, don't get the blues, 'cause this cat shaking on a hot tin roof. This cat is on a hot tin roof. This cat gonna shake you loose. This cat, don't get the blues, but this cat shaking on a hot tin roof.
Good evening. At this time, I would like to ask all the graduates to please return to their cars. My name is Ryan Markle, and I have the honor of being the principal at Edwardsburg High School. I'm honored to be standing before you on this very special and quite new occasion. Please tune your car radio to the FM dial 88.3 to improve the sound quality of your program. On behalf of the members of the Board of Education, our superintendent, Mr. Jim Knoll, and the faculty and staff of Edwardsburg Public Schools, I would like to welcome you to our commencement ceremony for the Edwardsburg High School class of 2020. I invite you to pause and give an opportunity for everyone to have a reflective moment of silence prior to the beginning of our program today. Thank you. It has been my honor to share in the experiences, achievements, and challenges of the Edwardsburg High School class of 2020. There are several students I would like to recognize first as members of the graduating class 2020. I would like to acknowledge Daniel Doyle and Justin Weathers, as well as their parents. Daniel and Justin managed to attend school every day the last 4 years, never missing a day of their high school education. Congratulations, gentlemen. If you are graduating tonight and plan to enter the armed forces, would you please step out of your car at this time? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your commitment to serve and protect our country. Cameron Beaver and Janine Rowe, every day at school presented various challenges for you. I have always been impressed with your enthusiasm and encouragement to others, but I really enjoy the smile that you shared with all of us every day. We are honored to see you walk across this stage tonight. To the class of 2020, who could have guessed a year ago that your senior year of high school would be dismantled by mosquitoes and a virus, that you'd be celebrating your graduation ceremony in a car? While none of us could have envisioned that then, tonight we are all here to celebrate with you and your accomplishments the past 4 years you served as an Eddie. When we were last together in March, you were preparing for the final phase of your high school career. Now I'm left to wonder the unknown. Who would have had the best prom proposal? Was the Hunchback of Notre Dame really going to be the best school production we've seen? What piece of equipment from Goodwill or the kitchen cupboard was the drumline going to turn into another masterful piece at the collage concert? Which artist would win the Kreisel Art Fair for their artistic talents? Which one of you is going to have a solo at the spring concert and make me say that person needs to go to Nashville? How fast could Jack Lehman really run the 2-mile? Will the golf, softball, baseball teams repeat again as conference champions? Unfortunately, we didn't get our answers and we don't know the unknown. But there are some astounding facts that we do know about the graduating class of 2020. More graduates in this class have earned advanced placement credit and dual enrollment credit than any other class in Edwardsburg High School history. While so many of you rose to the occasion and took those challenging classes, 58% of the class of 2020 will graduate with a 3.0 grade point average or higher. Members of the choir and band earned the highest rating in Edwardsburg history at the festival and consistently qualified for the state competition. Members of the baseball team, girls basketball, and football team never lost a conference championship every year of high school. While there are many unknowns, what we do know about the class of 2020 is that you have been excellent. Tonight is an evening to acknowledge and reminisce with your classmates while looking forward to your future. Like your senior year, the future you are preparing for is unknown and unsure. I do not mean to scare you with that statement, but rather share with you how important it will be for you in your future to never stop learning. Your education and learning does not stop tonight. It will be a part of your life forever. Knowing how to learn, having the desire to want to learn, and having the ability to adapt to change will be the key characteristics to creating the kind of opportunities and success that you will enjoy for a lifetime. Over the last 4 years, I've watched you develop those characteristics. The lyrics in the song that the Varsity Chorale will share this evening state, "Go out and tell our story, let it echo far and wide. Make them hear you." I want to encourage all the graduates in the class of 2020 to let our community and our country hear your story and the greatness that you've become. Parents, family, and community members, on behalf of the faculty and staff of Edwardsburg High School, I want to thank you for your support of Edwardsburg Public Schools. The accomplishments and successes shared this evening in the last 4 years were made possible because of your support. Together, we have witnessed an amazing group of young people that will be leaders in our community and around the world. At this time, our Edwardsburg High School band, under the direction of Mrs. Alexis Bank and Mr. Jacob Blaylock, will share a recording of the senior song titled "On a Hymn Song" of Philip Bliss. Thank you, senior band members, for your contributions to that recording. It is my pleasure to introduce our salutatorian for the class of 2020, Miss Madeline LaPierre. Madeline graduated with a 3.99 grade point average. Madeline is the daughter of Frank LaPierre and Dawn LaPierre of Edwardsburg. She is president of the National Honor Society, a student council representative, a member of SAD, and an editor of the Edwardsburg High School Yearbook. Madeline has earned the Academic Excellence Award and Scholar Athlete Award for the past 3 years. She served as captain of the varsity girls soccer team. While at Edwardsburg High School, Madeline attended Western Michigan University studying honors English through the Academically Talented Youth Program. This fall, she plans to attend the University of Michigan to double major in history and international studies. Please welcome salutatorian Madeline LaPierre.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you all for coming out today to support your graduating Eddie as we celebrate our accomplishments together. But as we celebrate these accomplishments, I feel it is only right to look back on the path that has brought us here. From the moment I stepped through those doors at Eagle Lake Elementary, my feet were set upon a path that has led me to this very moment and will lead me to my future and beyond. Along this journey, there have been countless people who have helped me, whom I would like to briefly thank. First of all, to my friends, who have colored my life with excitement and zeal and never fail to keep things interesting. Next, to my teachers. Thank you for putting in the countless hours, instructing, grading, supporting, and nurturing these young minds you see before you. Personally, I would like to thank Ms. Sherman, Mrs. Swisher-Carroll, Mr. Jesse, and Mr. Wright for being instrumental in my success at Edwardsburg. Now, I would like to thank my family, Mom, Dad, Tim, and Lou. Thank you for encouraging me to pursue my dreams and showing me that hard work will pay off. And finally, I would like to thank the young men and women before me. To the class of 2020, thank you for taking this giant leap from the classrooms of Edwardsburg onto the great big road called life with me. Now I know, our senior year hasn't exactly been the way we envisioned it. From Triple E to the worst pandemic this world has seen in 100 years, our senior year has had its fair share of setbacks. But with these setbacks, there comes a lesson. Life can change in the blink of an eye. From our senior spring break to our last season of high school sports, to our final days of high school and the countless memories from each, as we have learned in the past few months, nothing is a guarantee, so make the most of every moment that you've got. But even with everything we've endured in the past few months, we made it. Our paths, albeit unpredictable, have inevitably led us to this very moment and will lead us to college and beyond. And I know, it seems like this is the end, like the sun is setting on our time as high schoolers, but in reality, a bright sun rises for each of us to light the path of the rest of our lives. So go forth relentlessly, with tenacity and courage, and never settle for good enough when to know that each of us has the capacity to be great. And always remember that no matter what bright horizons may light the paths we will soon be traveling, we can always find our way back home. Thank you, and go Eddies.
Thank you, Madeline. At this time, I would like to introduce our first valedictorian for the class of 2020, Mr. Samuel Fish. Samuel Fish graduates with a perfect 4.0 grade point average. He is the son of Charles and Karen Fish of Edwardsburg. He is treasurer of the National Honor Society, a student council representative, a member of SAD, and an elementary mentor. Samuel has earned the Academic Excellence Award for 3 years. As a member of the cross-country team, Samuel is a 2-year recipient of the Scholar Athlete Award. He has been on the Edwardsburg High School representative for the Edwardsburg Sports Complex Youth Advisory Council and races on the amateur motocross circuit. Samuel has earned his private pilot's license and is a member of the 122nd Fighter Wing Unit of the Indiana Air National Guard. He plans to attend Purdue University to major in aeronautical engineering technology with the goal of becoming a commercial pilot and a fighter pilot in the United States Air Force. Please welcome Samuel Fish.
Good evening. I want to start by congratulating all the 2020 seniors for making it this far. The past 13 years of our lives have been in pursuit of one goal: That is to graduate and either attend a certain college or make it into the real world and start your life. There have been a variety of barriers that have tried to hold us back, but in the end we persevered. We did this by pushing through when times got tough and never giving up. I'm sure in these past few years at Edwardsburg High School, most of you have seen the motto, Pride, Passion, and Purpose, posted in the classroom. This saying holds true as we enter the next stage of our lives. Whether it be at a university of your choice or the job you wish to pursue, I encourage each and every one of you to work hard and be proud of what you accomplish. We started this journey in 2006 when we walked into kindergarten for our first day of school. Remember nap time? What I want to do to get that back now. As more time passed, we were able to experience our first spelling bee, field trip, our first school dance, and so on. We have accomplished so much over these past 13 years. We owe many thanks to our successes. To our teachers, thank you for the knowledge. To our coaches, thank you for the team. And to our families, thank you for all of your love and support. Specifically, to my grandparents, thank you for the great advice along this journey. Thank you to my mom and dad for always being by my side and showing me that it is good to live a balanced life. My parents introduced me to activities like motocross and flight, but made sure that I was still a hardworking and diligent student. And thank you to my brother Benjamin for always being my friend and pushing me to always be better. In closing, I want to share a piece of advice that my great-grandfather wrote to my grandpa back in 1955. It reads, "Greg, keep the faith, keep healthy, keep happy. This is the formula to real success. Signed, Dad." And a little piece of advice from me. If you're not living on the edge, you're just taking up space. So as we move forward into the next phase of our lives, make the most of it and keep the faith, class of 2020. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. Our next valedictorian this evening is Miss Allison Iannello. Allison also graduates with a perfect 4.0 grade point average. Allison is the daughter of Dan and Julie Iannello of Edwardsburg. She is a member of the Edwardsburg High School Marching Band and Concert Band, where she plays the alto saxophone. Allison is a member of the Edwardsburg Talent Search and SAD. Allison is a 3-year recipient of the Academic Excellence Award. Allison will attend Michigan State University to pursue a degree in engineering. Please welcome Allison Iannello.
Hello, class of 2020. First, I would like to thank my parents for all of the support and encouragement they have given me throughout my life. I'd also like to thank my teachers for assisting me every day in these past 4 years, and to my friends for making my high school experience some of the most memorable times of my life. Like many of my classmates, I'm unsure as to what the future may bring. Regardless of what we may have chosen now, our lives are unpredictable. But this uncertainty is what makes it exciting. I know I may not see many of you again, so I just want to wish you all the best in your future. I hope you all achieve the happiness you want in your future. I hope you can all look back at your high school days and feel that you have truly achieved what you wanted to, that you've truly succeeded. For some, graduation may feel like an end, and for others, a beginning. Although we all want to accomplish our goals immediately, understand that we have many years to come. So, to my fellow classmates in the graduating class of 2020, I wish you all the best in this new beginning. Thank you.
Thank you, Allison. Our next valedictorian this evening is Isabella Jackson. Isabella also earned a perfect 4.0 grade point average. Allison is the daughter of Robert and Ginger Jackson of Niles. She is the senior class treasurer, a member of the National Honor Society, Science Olympiad team, and a student council representative. Isabella has earned the Academic Excellence Award for 3 years. Isabella plays the alto saxophone in the jazz band and pep band and plays the clarinet in the Edwardsburg Marching Band and Concert Band. Throughout her high school career, Isabella has enjoyed performing in the Edwardsburg High School spring musicals, and she has participated in SAD, serves as an elementary student mentor, and is a member of the Bella Voce. She plans to attend Grand Valley State University to pursue a degree in mechanical engineering. Please welcome Isabella Jackson.
Good evening, everyone. Before I begin, I would first like to thank my friends, family, and teachers. I would never have gotten this far without them. My friends who kept me sane through my stress and lack of sleep, my family for encouraging me to keep fighting for what I want, and my teachers for helping me improve my skills. I can honestly say that this journey has gone by in the blink of an eye. I can remember standing by the fence every morning at the primary, watching the 4th and 5th graders line up to go inside. I thought it would take me forever to get there, because 3 years seems like a really long time for a first grader. But in reality, it didn't actually take too long. I was in middle school before I even knew it, and I was looking back at all the 4th and 5th graders, wondering how I got there so fast. And then I hit high school. It was super exciting to finally reach high school. I felt like I could finally see a light at the end of the tunnel, but there were still many obstacles that we all had to pass through before we could reach the end. The dreaded group projects, essays, presentations. It began to seem like there was no end in sight. But here we are. We made it to the end of our journey, despite some tragic, unforeseen obstacles. The coronavirus may have taken away a normal ending to our school year, but we still have the rest of our lives to make up for it. We will find countless other opportunities in life that will be better than the ones we missed out on. It may not be what we anticipated, but we can still make the best of it. This journey may be ending, but a whole new one is about to begin. We have now completed the tutorial stage in a video game. We now know how to get started, and it's time to start playing for real. It may be a bit overwhelming at first, but we will succeed. We are the class of 2020. We can do anything. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you, Isabella. Our final valedictorian this evening is Mr. Mason Marizita. Mason also earned a perfect 4.0 grade point average. Mason is the son of Todd and Amy Marizita of Niles. He is secretary of the National Honor Society and a member of the Leos Club. Mason has earned the Academic Excellence Award for 3 years. He was captain of the varsity tennis team and a 3-year recipient of the Scholar Athlete Award. Mason is the 2020 Deputy Supervisor at Milton Township. Mason plans to attend the University of Michigan and major in aerospace engineering. Please welcome Mason Marizita.
Sam Fish told me on Friday that this would look like a scene out of the movie Cars. He was pretty spot on. Wow. All right. I was that kid who dreamt of becoming an astronaut. Wallpaper in my bedroom is literally as if I'm standing on the moon looking out at the Earth. If you ask one of my classmates, I'm sure they can find a picture of it on my Instagram. Well, here I am, still pursuing the dream of becoming an astronaut. Now, I can stand here and give some motivational speech about how every single one of you should pursue your dreams. But what would the reasoning behind that be? Of course, everyone wants to pursue their dreams. So let's talk about 4 concepts that I have found over these past 4 years that will probably help to make that happen. Hard work. Everyone loves to talk about this one, so I'll keep it short. Think about your favorite sports player, musician, artist, you get it. Did they just wake up one random morning a professional? No. Nothing in life is easy besides doing nothing. I've only completed high school, and my parents have had to ground me from even doing work because I don't spend enough time being a kid. Isn't that sad? I haven't even started aerospace engineering yet. It will take a lot of hard work, but if you are truly passionate about it, it becomes extremely easy to get entranced into the process, and you'll never want to stop learning about it. Time. If time is money, then make it the biggest investment in yourself and your future. When do you think all that hard work gets done? In your sleep? Josh Prieb is my neighbor, and the amount of time I have seen him out in his front yard doing sprints, ladders, workouts, it is astounding these past 3 months. Astounding. If you don't set aside time to achieve your goals and ambitions, then you will never see them come reality. Ethics are principles. They are your personal rules that govern how you behave. This is where most people fall short. You must have a methodical plan of action and follow through on each step. Let me give you an example. We had to create a bookshelf in Wood's class and carve something into the side. Now, I've always believed, personally, that if I'm going to do something, then I will always try to do my best. In this case, and I'll be the first to admit, that I became too much of a perfectionist and took the sanding way too far. Mr. Bird starts telling me that it's not the Sistine Chapel, meaning I'm working too hard. So when he asks what I'm going to carve into it, naturally, I say the Sistine Chapel. Boy, was I in for a treat. I drew it out, did a practice carving, and got to work. It took me 4 months. As the class moved on, I had to work on other projects during class hours, which then means 4 months of staying after school and working on it most of every day over winter break. Now don't worry, I got told how insane I was on a daily basis, but once I got started, it became a goal to finish it. Looking back, I enjoyed every single second of it. If I didn't have sturdy ethics or principles to hold and held myself to them, I would have given up after a week and just carved a giant M into it. Before you go chasing a dream or goal, you must have a solid procedure, have solid procedures and a plan in place, or else you will never make it to where you want to be. Remember the saying, keep your friends close and your enemies closer? The same thing applies. You must be aware of what can drag you down. Complaining. It's amazingly easy to complain. Something doesn't go your way, or you have to do something you really don't want to do, and many of our first instincts is to complain about it. The problem is that very often we fail to think past our personal perception. An easy example. That one project we all get at the beginning of the quarter that's due at the end of the quarter. I'm sure all of you parents just heard a bunch of groans. We, as students, only see it as a bunch of work. Especially as the deadline gets closer, we complain more and more about it amongst our friends. But you know the teacher's going to say that you had 9 weeks to complete it. Well, imagine you were the teacher and a bunch of students were complaining about an assignment you handed them 9 weeks ago. You'd probably say the same thing. This quote sums it up a lot. A lot of people will never get to where they want to be because they never stop complaining about where they are at. Let me read that again for you. A lot of people will never get to where they want to be because they will never stop complaining about where they are at. Complaining won't get you anywhere. You have to continue to focus on what it will take to achieve your final goal. Don't worry about any roadblocks. Buckle down and do what needs to be done to continue on. Let's take a moment to recognize what this ceremony really means. To some, this may feel like a bittersweet moment, but ultimately, this ceremony is a celebration of this wondrous feat that we have just accomplished together, and the beginning of an era where we will accomplish more. Finally, it takes a team to get where we are at today. There is no possible way we could have made it without you, the parents, teachers, mentors, custodial staff, everyone that had a hand in molding who we have become. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mason. At this time, please enjoy a selection titled Make Them Hear You, sung and recorded by the Edwardsburg High School Varsity Chorale under the direction of Mr. Kyle Renlund.
Oh,
hear you. Make them hear
And say to those who blame us for the way we chose to fight, that sometimes there are battles which are more than black or white. And I could not put down my sword when justice was my right. Make them hear you. Make them hear you. Go out and tell our story to your daughters and your sons. Make them hear you. Make them hear you.
and tell them in our struggle we were not the only ones.
Make them hear you. Make them hear you. Your sword can be a sermon on the power of the pen. Teach every child to raise his voice, and then, my brothers, then will justice be demanded by 10 million righteous men. Make them hear you. When they hear you, I will hear you
Thank you, Mr. Renlund and the Varsity Chorale. Mr. Knoll, I hereby certify to you and the members of Board of Education that each of these graduating seniors have successfully completed the prescribed requirements for graduation from Edwardsburg High School. At this time, I would ask Superintendent Knoll to please join me along with Board President Mrs. Berdella Holdred and Senior Class Advisor Leslie Ostrander to present our graduates with their diplomas.
At this time, could we please have the top 10 students and students with the last names A through D, please get out of your vehicles and line up. It is my honor today to announce to you the class of 2020. Our first graduate is Samuel Robert Fish. Allison Margaret Ianello. Isabella Lee Jackson. Mason D'Angelo Marizita. Madeline Renee Lapierre. Claire Delaney Bartz. Mallory Michelle Barnoski. Leah Marie Eaton. Aubrey Elizabeth Eberline. Marie Elizabeth Groover. Brianna Rose Allen. Caitlin Diane Allen. Jocelyn K. Anderson. Kirsten Paige Armstrong. Delaney Lynn Baker. Thomas Alexander Bankston. Dakota Lee Dodson Ellis Barnes. Lauren Amber Bartley. Cameron Michael Beaver. Braden Todd Bell. Bryce Michael Blue. Courtney Marie Begonia. Alyssa Jean Bollinger. Maggie Lynn Bourne. Haley Olivia Bowman. Hannah Lynn Brown. Braden Michael Burgess. Skylar Lee Burlingham. Emma Lee Marguerite Burnett. Brady Lucas Bouchon. At this time, can students with last names E through K get out of your vehicles and start to line up? Caden Alexander Calhoun. Evan Charles Carter. Sarah Nicole Casey. Anthony Benjamin Castellucci. Isabel Mercedes Cervantes. Anna Elizabeth Cleveland. Cody John Clausen. Madison Dawn Corin. Haley Nicole Costa. Cheyenne Renee Council. Brendan Michael Covio. Logan Ezra Cox. Benjamin David Kramer. Tyler Nicholas Doms. Kate Rondina Delda. Trisha Morabe Delda. Dylan Joseph DeVoe. Daisy Elizabeth Devan. Brianna Renee Dixon. Daniel Adam Doyle. Connor Edward Dudlack. Tyler Joseph Ellis. Caitlin May Essery. Brooke Margaret Fawcett. Hunter Lee Ferguson. Isabel Jean Ferguson. Chancellor Scott Farrell. Christine Jean Firestone. Cameron Matthew Flannery. Gabrielle Jolie Catherine Francis. McGuire James Godesky. Sophia Renee Georgioff. Hunter James Gibson. Savannah Michelle Gray. Ethan Thomas Griffin. Christopher Jacob Guernsey Jr. Nathan Russell Gustafson. Jocelyn Grace Hack. Madison Bettina Hall. Margaret Elizabeth Harris. Rebecca Cherie Harris. William Bridge Harris. Gavin Christopher Herbert. Kirsten Nicole Harrimans. Derek Thomas Hess. Chloe Lynn Hildebrand Lang. Colin Charles Hilgendorf. Alexandria Lynn Hill. Cole Andrew Hoven. At this time, will students with the last names L through R please get out of your vehicles and line up? Dakota Allen Wynn Howe. Luke Oliver Hudak. Jonathan Richard Huffman. Evan Jacob Hunsberger. Emma Lynn Hurley. Dylan Michael Hirsch. Shelby Ann Eisen. Bryce Michael Johnson. Skylar Lewis Johnson. Alec Robert Jones. Faith Gabrielle Jones. Joseph Robert Jones. Taylor Ann Kendall. Chase Michael Kennedy. Gretchen Noel Klinger. Pauline Madison Nylands. Silas Richard Kruger. Abby Corinne Crew. Margaret Mary Lalonde. Oh no. Jody Lynn Lambert. Gracie Jean Larry. Noah Christian Layer. Joshua Edward Lee. Jack David Lehman. Brendan Ryan Laniski. Brenna Lynn Lewis. Ashland Elizabeth Light. Ashley Alice Lau. Killian Jordan Marshall. Gianna Davida Matthews. Vanessa Michelle Mayu. Samantha Ann McCullough. Brianna Nicole McCreary. Gavin Thomas McDonough. Bailey Parker McGivern. Joshua John McIntyre, Jr. Kynan Michael Allen McLeish. Sophia Elaine Mick. Kyra Nicole Miller. Avery Samuel Mitchell. Michael Thomas Moran. Dylan Ryan Morley. Harrison Quinn Nadai. Lucretia Navarro. Connor Andrew Nelson. Alec Paul Noonamaker. Brett Allen Noonamaker. Louis William O'Brien. Grace Audrey Orpert. At this time, can students with the last names S through Z please get out of your vehicles and line up? Samantha Elizabeth Papzinski. Olivia Helen Paulus. Dalton Allen Payne. Brianna Lynn Perez. Carter Seneca Pethick. Devin Lee Pethick. Madison Noel Philpott. Aaliyah Jade Pompey. Joshua Robert Preeb. Thomas Vincent Queener. Caleb Chad Ragland. Jacob Daniel Reese. Celeste Isabella Reed. Ethan Alexander Richardson. Zoe Ariana Rourke. Jacob Keller Robertson. Janine Ann Rowe. Sarah Michelle Ryan. Brody Patrick Salee. Summer Ann Savage. Eva Rose Schley. Caitlin Renee Schuenborn. Tayton Eugene Schrock. Peyton Ann Schwindeman. Bradley Eric Sharp. McKenna Nicole Shoup. Nicholas Donovan Sibley. Nicholas Scott Sickmiller. Colby Nathan Seidenbender. Alyssa Marie Ann Simmons. Mary Louise Simons. Ashley Ann Smith. Graciana Hope Smith. Juve Soto. Kareth Elaine Spake. Alexis Nicole Stacy. Ellie Elise Stankowitz. Nicholas Lee Stauffer. Seth Brandon Strunk. Zachary Paul Stricker. Kayla Mary Sutton. Amaya Ella Swartz. Alexis Michelle Swihart. Matthew M. Tharp. Joshua Wilson Thiel. Cameron Donald Thompson. Noah Shane Tinkham. Aaron John Toms. Rachel May Tony. Michaela Lynn Tramble. Michael Roseanne Trout. Caitlin Lorraine Trovator. Kiana Marie Troyer. Gavin Lee Gordon Van Duzen. Joseph John Wachowiak. Braden Christopher Wagner. Ezekiel Israel Wepman Walker. Trinity Ann Ward. Madison Blair Watchorn. Sophia Lynn Whitaker. Gabrielle Celeste Wilcoxon. Alicia Jean Maria Wilson. Maxwell Charles Wimberly. Emily Morgan Winsler. Justin Carl Withers. Olivia Marie Wörtelman. Nolan Raymond Wright. Caitlin Marie Wyant. Madeline Sue Young. Caitlin Grace Ziesmer.
At this time, I would like to introduce our senior class president, Delaney Baker.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming out to support our class today. It's been really good to be here. I know this isn't what a lot of us expected, but I'm thankful to be giving this speech from somewhere that's not my house. I've been seeing a lot of that lately. I feel like everyone has. I've grown pretty tired of hearing all the clever nicknames for our class, the class behind the mask, or seeing the toilet paper rolls instead of zeros on all of our apparel. If I ever see another toilet paper roll, it will be too soon. Because when I think about our graduating class here at Edwardsburg, I don't think of those things. I think of all the talent that we have on the stage, on the field. I think of duct taping our teachers to walls at assemblies. I think of our really good student section leaders who never failed to get us really hype at every game that we had and brought speakers one time. It was really cool. With that being said, I do also have the other memories that came along with this year. I remember when they called our last day, and we thought we were just going on a break. I remember walking out of that door, that's by Miss Wyant's room and Mr. K's room, for the last time, but not knowing that it was going to be my last time. I left all my stuff in my locker. I mean, we were only going to be gone 2 weeks, maybe 3. But then those weeks turned into a month. And a month turned into never coming back. And I know some of us miss things we'd been looking forward to for months, and some of us miss things that we'd been looking forward to for years. But if this year has taught me anything, it's taught me that we don't have as much time as we think that we do. I'm the biggest offender of relying on later. Sometimes I tend to count on the time that is not guaranteed. The setback of this virus has taught me that doing it later or saying it later is not an acceptable way to live your life. If you want to speak, speak up. If you want to show love, show love. You're given a voice for a reason. You're given the ability to form opinions and form thoughts, set examples, speak your mind, and say what you feel, because you don't know how much time we have to express the things that we want and the things that we can. And I know that it's not realistic, underclassmen, to say you're going to wake up every day when your alarm goes off with a smile on your face, because it's not. I didn't. But cherish the time that you do have, because you never know when it's going to be taken away. But I do want to leave you with this, class of 2020. Although we might not have all gotten along with one another, which is to be expected, we're teenagers in a hot building for 7 hours every day, I have always been so impressed by the ability that we have to come together when we need to. I've seen so much good in each and every one of you, and I'm so incredibly excited to see what you do with your lives. I didn't want to write things in here that I didn't believe to be true myself, or say things that I didn't really mean. But I really mean it when I say I'm going to miss all of you a lot. So at this time, if you're not already out of your car, graduates, go ahead and stand up and take your tassel and turn it to the left side of your cap. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations, class of 2020. You have graduated.